Fans Beyond Wrestling, this is Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place. And you may be asking, hey, Denver, how come there's only one match of the week this week? Believe it or not, this is actually the second encounter between the new #1 ranked wrestler in Beyond Wrestling, Johnny Cockstrong, and Josh Thor from the Ringleaders taping. Johnny Cockstrong just beat Josh Thor moments ago. And if you'd like to see that match in its entirety, as well as the full in-ring introductions, please make sure to check the video description below for that link, as well as the annotations currently displayed on the screen. Definitely something worth checking out. But I think Johnny Cockstrong defeating Josh Thor only moments ago has only served to anger a much larger opponent, one of the largest competitors on the Beyond Wrestling roster. Somebody that many wrestlers on the roster bow to in fear when he makes his entrance. But I don't think that Johnny Cockstrong is scared. Able to duck out of the way of the clothesline and pulling him right down by the back of his head. The saluting junk to the face, and Johnny Cockstrong's back in control. Of course, Johnny Cockstrong defeating Davey Vega at the Miracle Workers taping to become the new #1 ranked wrestler in Beyond Wrestling. As a result, the Ringleaders taping, the first taping where he is the #1 ranked competitor, and he is dedicated this weekend to fun. It looks like Johnny Cockstrong launching himself over that top rope is having a little bit more fun than Josh Thor, the back of his head colliding with the concrete. Of course, Johnny Cockstrong has been criticized for so long by Davey Vega, saying that he couldn't be taken seriously as a competitor, that he misrepresented Beyond Wrestling. Of course, Johnny Cockstrong primarily competing in Beyond Wrestling because it's the only place where he can have fun. I'd have to say right now that his particular brand of professional wrestling is certainly working to his advantage. The most successful wrestler on the entire roster. Of course, because of his unorthodox style, he doesn't get nearly enough credit. He is a sound technician. Now just ramming Josh Thor's injured hand onto his crotch before rolling back into the ring. It looks like Johnny Cockstrong is going to be trying to take Josh Thor's primary maneuver out of his arsenal, the off with his head. Cockstrong sizing him up, was going to come charging in. Instead got caught, just driven spine first into the turnbuckles, all the way across the ring. Thor chopping away with that right hand. Not as much impact behind it as we would normally see. Again, because of the work that Johnny Cockstrong has done. Gonna wonder if he's gonna be testing it out himself to see if he's still gonna be able to nail that off with his head crossface with as much efficiency if he finds himself in that position. But instead relying on his strength right now to just wear down his opponent. Josh Thor saying that he doesn't need P90X. Again, relying on his natural ability, his size and strength to control this match. Sending Cockstrong once again for the ride. Cockstrong unable to stay on his feet. He gets whipped hard into the corner. Cockstrong trying to hold on to the ropes. Thor smart, pulling him in the center of the ring. Hooking both the legs, but Cockstrong's still out. Now once again, this time applying more pressure across the chest to keep those shoulders pinned to the mat. Cockstrong sent face first in the top buckle. Josh Thor is a very peculiar individual. Comes charging and gets caught with that boot. Thor stumbling around still on his feet. This time Cockstrong up and over. Now just running away from Josh Thor, but unable to escape. Thor charging right in and taking him down with that double sledge. A little bit of hesitation on that exchange. On for Josh Thor to capitalize. Oh! And that's going to be close to 300 pounds coming across the chest of Johnny Cockstrong. Again, using his size to his advantage. Josh Thor taking some time to argue with the official. I'll tell you what, if this is your first time seeing Josh Thor, please once again make sure to check out the link to the director's cut of this contest in the video description below, as well as linked on the annotations. It's definitely worth seeing Josh Thor's full in-ring introduction a very commanding presence. Now trying to keep that full Nelson applied. Cockstrong smashing the back of his head into the chin of Josh Thor. Cockstrong coming off the ropes, but he gets caught. And just swung around with that full Nelson slam. The arm across the chin. Cockstrong's out once again at 2. And Josh Thor just stepping on Johnny Cockstrong's face. Nothing fun about that. Once again, we've got a guest official for this contest in Aaron Epic. Oh! Thor seeming more concerned to focus attention on him. Just kicking Johnny Cockstrong right in the back to keep him subdued. And now Thor mocking the other wrestlers around ringside.
You're the heel, remember? I'm talking about the head, right?
Here's some of the other wrestlers. Perhaps Thor planting that seed in their mind. Going to start cheering for Cockstrong. Cockstrong able to reverse that backbreaker by flipping himself around. Again, the groin to the face. And that could have been a knockout blow. Josh Thor just starting to show just how tough he is. But neither of these guys able to gain traction.
3, 4.
Cockstrong's the first up to his feet. Not sure if he realizes Josh Thor behind him. A big right hand finds the mark, but Thor responds with one of his own. Once again, Johnny Cockstrong rattling his opponent, and is met with the same fate. Again, Josh Thor getting distracted by some of the wrestlers around ringside. Cockstrong with a series of strikes. Gonna be looking to come off the second. But taking too much time. It falls right into the waiting arms of Josh Thor. Able to slip out the back door, though. And look at the strength of Johnny Cockstrong on display. But how much did that take out of him? Unable to capitalize on the opening that he created for himself. Cockstrong got him, but he did not get the pin. Now just rolling into position, but did not hook the leg. Thor now retreating to the corner. Going to be using the ropes to pull himself back up. Cockstrong distracted by some of the wrestlers around ringside. Both of these competitors very vocal. You hear Josh Thor counting along with his knee strikes. Cockstrong's in trouble here. Josh Thor calling for the Thunder Thighs. As far as that, Johnny Cockstrong was able to keep down his lunch after that exchange. They're really building up momentum right here. But taking too much time, Cockstrong's out of the way. Even after all of those knee strikes, just trying to muscle Josh Thor to trap those large legs, those Thunder Thighs, as he described them. Not sure if that shot was intended for those Thunder Thighs. Might have caught him a little bit higher than that. But Cockstrong comes charging in. And now finishing the combination with Thor still caught up in the ropes. Thor coming down at a nasty angle, but still able to kick out. And the face of Johnny Cockstrong says it all. With Thor proving to be a more formidable opponent than we first thought. Cockstrong finishing him off in seconds. And Johnny Cockstrong calling for the cock salt.
No! What? No!
But as he's getting himself in position again on these very loose ropes, we've seen so many competitors having trouble with it this weekend at the Ringleaders taping. Cockstrong, no effect getting crotched on the top rope, but certainly that charging attack from Josh Thor did him in. Now Josh Thor calling for the Thunder Thighs once again. Perhaps going to be finally looking to complete the sequence he started minutes ago with that charging knee.
Coast to coast.
The other wrestler's calling for a coast-to-coast dropkick instead. How strong is this guy? Well, Thor, he's going to be looking to jump all the way across the ring. That'll be an unbelievable feat if he's able to pull it off. Cockstrong starting to come to life. And Thor realizing that. Gonna go for the off of his head crossface. But Cockstrong's out of the way. Looks like Thor might have hit his hand on Cockstrong's lower extremities. And now Cockstrong using his foot to bring Thor in once again. That could have broken his nose. Now Cockstrong climbing to the top rope. Call for the spiral cock. Get out of here.
No, it's ripped for your pleasure.
Oh, taking too much time. And Thor again out of the way. That was a bad landing for Johnny Cockstrong. Josh Thor still trying to regain his bearings. Couldn't tell you at this point who's worse for wear. Both of these guys in trouble. Perhaps it's Johnny Cockstrong that's worse for wear because Josh Thor's the first to his feet, stumbling around, finding his opponent. But Cockstrong looking for that separation, a couple shots to the midsection. But Thor able to block that combination. And finally pulling him into that backbreaker, again using his strength. Those powerful legs, especially as Cockstrong's spine comes crashing down. Uh-oh. Thor's in the perfect position for that off of his head crossface. Cockstrong trying to prepare himself. Josh Thor doing a running variation of it. Almost took Cockstrong's head off. And how tough is Johnny Cockstrong? Probably doesn't even know where the hell he is right now. Just barely able to get that left shoulder about an inch off the mat. And that's enough to ensure that this match will continue. I don't think I've ever seen such a vicious version of the off of his head crossface. You're going to think that Josh Thor was changing up his game plan to accommodate the injury to that hand. But now again, trying to use his strength to his advantage. Perhaps going for Johnny Cockstrong's yes way, that kryptonite crunch. But Cockstrong able to slip out. He's got the head trapped in the trunks. He's not going to be able to get him up for the pile driver. No way! Josh Thor trying to reverse it, but his head's still caught. Thor can't get him off. Cockstrong doing what he can to free himself. Trying to go for that sunset flip. But Josh Thor is still caught in the trunks. Finally able to roll him in position. But too little, too late. Tell you what, you never know what you're going to get out of a Johnny Cockstrong match. Now coming off the ropes. And that flying, shining cocksucker right to the face. Only good for two. And now, once again, that shining variation. Cockstrong saying that Josh Thor's done. And now taking 3 variations of the maneuver. Is that going to be enough to put him away?
He's not done. He's not done.
The other wrestlers around ringside chanting that Josh Thor is not done. We've already seen 3 variations of that maneuver from Johnny Cockstrong. And now the 4th one coming from the second rope. Thor folded up awkwardly. And Johnny Cockstrong, the #1 ranked wrestler, able to defeat Josh Thor.